The TrekWorks YouTube channel is sponsored by Tenant Controls, makers of lighting kits, soundboards, and more. Tenant Controls brings your models to life. And by HDA Model Works, suppliers of scale model lighting products, detail parts, and complete model kits. Visit HDAModelWorks.com today. Hey there everybody, Boyd here with you. Well, today I wanted to show you my just completed 1/350 scale HMS.Hood. This is the kit by Trumpeter. You can see the box art there in the background. This is the kit that's currently out there. I picked up this kit a couple of months ago right after I finished up my 1/350 Revell Bismarck, and as I mentioned at that time when I was building that one, I wanted to have this ship to go along with it, and so I just finally got it finished up, just kind of working on it off and on. And we used a couple of aftermarket parts on this, but I didn't go really crazy. It's pretty much, besides the wood decking and some brass parts and a few photo etch parts, it's pretty much right out of the box. And I'm really pleased with it. It's a great little kit. I've been doing some online reading about it and everything, and it's supposed to be fairly accurate. The only thing that people mention is that the main gun turret shapes are a little bit off. But I've gone to the H.M.S.Hood website that's out there, the Hood Association, which is a page devoted to the memory of this ship, and there's a ton of information there, you know, because this ship was in service for a long time. It was basically, the keel was laid down in around 1917, so by the time 1941 came around, when she took part in the Battle of the Denmark Strait against the Bismarck, she was getting to be pretty old. But you know, and so there's all kinds of different refits that it went through, and different versions, different, you know, the superstructure looked different. It was painted different colors, but I wanted to paint it the way it looked in May of 1941, so there's some really good information on that website about that. They recommended over there that we go with these colors here from this company called Life Color. I use these same paints on the Bismarck, and I was really happy with them. They're water-based acrylics, and this is the Royal Navy World War II Eastern Approach Early War set, which they recommended, which has the right color grays. It's called Admiralty Gray, which is the sort of a medium to dark gray. So I think it looks pretty good on the ship. And then the anti-fouling color on the bottom. Now, I did a little bit of weathering on this ship compared to the Bismarck. The Bismarck was, you know, at the time, pretty much a brand new ship, and it had just come out of Norway where they had done a lot of work on it. And she had really only done sea trials, and that was it. But the Hood had been out to sea for a really long time. It hadn't been in for a refit in a while. It hadn't been dry docked in a while, and it was rushed into battle to intercept the Hood or the Bismarck at the last minute. So I assumed it would look a little bit worse for wear. So I did a little bit of, I kind of washed out the anti-fouling red color there on the bottom to make it look worn, and I did a little bit of minor rust streaks on it here and there, and some saltwater spray up on the upper decks and all that. You know, just kind of basic stuff. And just to give it a little bit of, you know, character and scale and all that, and I'm really happy I decided to do that. But you can see, for being basically right out of the box, you know, we've got the brass propellers and the metal gun barrels and all that, but right out of the box, it's a pretty detailed kit, and you know, you can see some of the stuff that we did here. I did use the photo etch oars for the lifeboats and the grills up here on the top of the smokestacks, a few of the stairwells here and there. And the railings and everything, kind of the, you know, the important stuff. But other than that, everything's really right out of the box, and it looks pretty good. But you know, you can go crazy on these battleship models if you want to, you know, with all the photo etch and the, you know, everything that, and you can spend, you know, a couple years building one of these. And there's people out there that build like museum quality replicas of these things, and it, you know, they're absolutely gorgeous. But I just don't have that much time to work on a model like this, and but I still think it turned out pretty good. I did some basic rigging here up on the around the masts and everything, and I use the easy line, which is the fine grade stuff, the real thin stuff they have, so it looks in scale. And I really like using that stuff because it's got that stretch capability to it. And these are the kit supplied masts and everything, so they're plastic, and you can't put a lot of pressure on them or they're going to bend and all that. So you can put just enough tension on that and make the lines nice and taut, where they don't look saggy or anything, and still not be putting a lot of pressure on the parts. There may be some aftermarket brass masts for this and everything. I'm not sure, but they'd be a lot stronger and everything. But that worked out pretty good. So I just thought I'd give you a quick overview of it, guys. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, if you're if you're interested in the hood, this is an excellent kit. They do also make this kit in 1/200 scale as well as the Bismarck, and those are just huge models. I would have liked to have done them in 200 scale, but I just don't have that kind of room anymore, so I just decided to go both with 1/350, and they're big enough where you can get, they're about almost 3 feet long, so they're still pretty big, and at 350 scale you can still get a lot of detail. So there you have it, guys. Comes with a nice little base and that plaque and everything too. So that's the 1/350 HMS Hood. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. We'll be back here on the channel soon with another on the bench build. I'm looking at a couple of sci-fi kits. Going to be doing some more Star Trek. I've got a cool little Robbie the Robot kit I'm looking at working on and doing some lighting on him and a couple other things. So stay tuned. Check back with us. You'll see some interesting stuff. We hope you will. Okay, guys, that's a wrap for this one. We'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for subscribing. Until then, take care and happy modeling, everyone.